So it occurs to me we never actually discussed Bowsette last time either.
No, we did not discuss.
I thought we did.
No, we did.
No, we didn't.
We did. We went
It was
on a
the
tirade.
topic, and then we went on a tirade about Jackie Chan and Batman Wang.
Yeah.
Or something. B movies and Batman Wang.
Yes, and when B movies Batman Wang got a complete chaos, and we never talked about Bowsette destroying the internet.
Yeah.
So, Bowsette then.
Bowsette destroying the internet.
Well, we could talk about Bowsette. We could talk about...
We got good news and bad news when it comes to the powers of the video games. Isn't that right, dear? My partner in crime is...
We could talk about why the fuck Mark Hamill and Gary Oldman and Andy Serkis are...
already?
Yes,
we are.
Name.
I didn't see the light on.
Yeah. Well,
oh, no, I can
see
tell.
the light on. The light's over here. You can see it maybe in
Like, I knew we were recording because I...
Is there any way you can bleep that?
Bleep
No.
His last
My
name.
last name.
No.
No one knows who your actual alter ego is.
I guess.
And he
You
didn't.
will say Pat.
And he didn't. Did you bleep it for Friday the 13th when we played that?
Yeah, no, he did.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I didn't bleep it, but I cut it out.
No, him.
I don't remember.
I think he did bleep.
No, we were doing a live stream on that one, I think.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That's already long gone. Long gone.
Yeah, that's long gone, so yeah,
it's long
no one
faded into
knows.
the ether of Twitch ain't keeping that shit around.
I could have sworn we recorded that.
It's like
No.
it's like Darwin. Just
I mean, we could turn it off and start again.
No, there's no
we're
stopping
already
the
too
train.
far gone. I mean,
the train's already pulled out.
minute
And I said my
45
partner
into
in
this.
crime.
Minute 45 into this, roughly. We
So
can't
you're
stop.
fine.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Patrick being his nickname that he earned for
Chris.
Killing
Never-
thousands of people with a samurai
never
sword.
accepting.
Chris, shut up. You're making my job difficult. If you don't stop, I will punch you in the dick. Because if I have to edit out people's last names and shit, I'm going to fucking start punching people in the dick if they start doing it intentionally.
I don't say I didn't do it intentionally. I just played my partner in crime.
I appreciate it.
See, I tried to help.
No, you didn't. You just made it worse, and you made it more work for me. We don't need to discuss it. See, one incident I could have deleted and had no issues, but then you wanted to make a tirade of it. And now...
Try to help.
Now... I don't even want to say you're stupid.
You mean as a real one, or the one that makes him sound like an H.P. Lovecraft protagonist?
I was going to say a slave-owning farmhand guy, but...
No, I'm sorry. Every time I hear Chris's last name, I legitimately, nothing against you, I just imagine, the farmer from Courage Cali Dog.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's always what I just see in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it doesn't fit you. It just doesn't fit.
You don't look like it.
He doesn't. He doesn't look like that last name fits him.
So what is the good news? Bad news
to
you
be
were
fair,
referring
when you
to?
hear a lot of people's last name, it doesn't seem like it fits.
I
Like
have
when
some-
you're...
Hold on.
I have some good gaming news, but let's talk about some terrible shit first.
Let's list the shit off. Let me hear what we got.
We've got...
Let me
go.
split.
This is a priority. This is something we can forget about, and if we tirade, let's go in that order.
Let me sample taste the shit.
Yeah, give me the sample platter.
See, we
Give
got...
me some tapas of.
We got...
Someone get the fucking Tostitos. Let's
do a
dip
sample.
into
Like,
all
just-
of these real fast.
Oh, it's like
yes,
sweet
oh,
ass.
Start with the
This tastes
tastier
like CD
one.
Projekt Red.
Oh, this tastes
this
like burning dumpster fire.
Ooh, this shit has a little bit of nutty in it.
Little nutty.
Little nutty.
Do I think it... Yeah, I taste SJWs.
It is shit, Austin.
Yeah, that's definitely someone complaining about privilege. Yeah, that's gotta be SJW.
Check your privilege.
We watched that.
Indeed.
Yeah,
My
we already
privilege
watched
is astoundingly awesome. That's what put it
We
down.
watched that episode of...
I've got...
Because I live in America. I live in a first world country. Immediately, anybody who lives in this country, privilege through the fucking roof. No one can complain about people's privilege in this country. They have no fucking right. Anyway, sample platter. Give me what you got.
Let's see here. On bad news, we have the CD Projekt Red lawsuit.
Oh please, that's a laugh. That's a joke.
It is, but it's still
But it's
sad.
real.
It's real, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Apparently, it's supposed to go through in the next few months.
it is a Polish law,
So there's a Polish loophole for it. And
There's some possibly good news about the the game Friday the 13th.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Honestly, that game's kind of like...
I'm
Done
still
and
like
gone for me.
happy for what the good news is. And bad news is
Pretty
More-
much everything else.
some shit with EA because I just remember this. EA has done something good and terrible at the same time.
In further bad news, Paul W.S. Anderson is still getting work.
With a new franchise.
Anderson.
The guy made the Resident Evil movies.
Okay.
In neutral news, at least to me, Marvel's Iron Fist is not getting a season 3.
Wait, did you say good news to you? Or
Neutral.
Neutral.
Neutral. Because it's not good or bad, it's just
Katrina.
news.
Katrina wanted Iron Fist to die.
It's not that I wanted him to die. It's
It's
just
just-
his
She
first
wanted
season
to
was
pluck
just.
the still
Meh.
beating
Watch
heart
season
from
2.
Danny Rand's
I have not had a
chest.
chance to see season 2 actually.
Your wife is a member of the Black Hand.
You only watch it before you make any further assessments.
Fair enough.
Using dragon blood to keep...
I can make evaluations on shit, but with it being out now, if you're gonna say anything about season 2, you might as well watch it because the whole thing is out. So it's not like you can't just binge watch it
Fair
on
enough.
breaks
I
at
know.
work or something.
We need to do that because we have not caught up on that.
I saw
Man,
I've seen the entirety of it.
I've not seen that or Iron.
Iron-
Luke Cage. There we go.
Iron Cage. I haven't seen Iron Cage.
Iron Cage. Yeah.
Can you
Iron
imagine
Cage.
that? Luke Cage
Bushmaster
with an Iron
is
Fist
so
and an Iron
fucking
Man
cool
suit.
and-
Oh
I'm
my
Iron
God.
Cage.
That would be fucking great.
I imagine more of like since Marvel's
Also,
doing the
that'd be
whole
unfair as shit.
combined character thing that they've been doing right now in the comics. So like we had what is it? What the fuck do they call Captain America and fucking Doctor Strange? It's like something.
Captain Strange?
Not Captain Strange, surprisingly. It's like
Dr. America.
No, Soldier Supreme. That's what it is. It's Soldier
Yeah.
Supreme because he's the master of the mystic arts
Yeah.
and he's the soldier.
See, that,
Who else combined? It was Wolverine combined it with Emma
Iron
Frost.
Man.
No, he combined with Emma Frost, so he has telekinetic powers.
Does he have
And-
tits?
No.
Damn it!
damn it,
One,
I was about to
the
make
one
that
power Wolverine
Um,
needs.
joke. Damn it, Mike, I was going to
Yes.
make that joke.
I'm quick.
Thor and Iron Man combined together
Oh, that's horrifying.
into the Iron Hammer.
Yes.
It actually looks
That sounds like a communist superhero.
It does, but it does
I am
look
the Iron Hammer,
kick-ass.
and this is my sidekick, the Red Sickle.
See, that just reminds me of the
there,
fucking...
there is like
Uh,
there's like a Captain America version of that.
that reminds me of fucking
There you go.
the version of
Look
Thor
back.
from the universe where Hydra took over,
Supreme.
and he was just called Hammer. That's it. Just,
Who are you? I'm Hammer.
I am Hammer.
Like that to me, I actually kind of like that. Like the design is really nice. It's
The arms are weird to
Isn't
me.
it?
I coughed.
I am Soldier Supreme, master of the mixed weevils.
Okay, the hood with the cloak is goofy looking to
Isn't
me.
it?
Okay,
Truly
and-
healthy.
Anyways,
Fuck it. We've done a lot of EA. Let's get that shit out the way now.
okay. So in news recently, EA with the release of FIFA X number, just insert number here, the FIFA of the year, they have officially put the statistic numbers for what you get in each loot box, which was good. And it shows like all the rankings from your common, it's like your common, rare, ultra rare, and these ones that are called it's a special thing they're called, but it's that what the design of the card is for just soccer players is that the stats will actually change based on their playing in actual FIFA games. So they update the stats and everything.
Neat.
Do you know the percentages of that?
Almost fucking nothing.
Less than 1%. And
Well, I mean...
less than 1%. There are 4 cards, and they rotate every 2 weeks.
And if you get all 4 of them in your hands, you can summon Exodia, the Forbidden One, onto the field.
Isn't it 5 cards?
It's 5.
Shut up.
But, yes. And the thing about it is that they don't state what low percentage. It's just less than 1%. And people are like, what do you mean by less than 1%? Do you mean 0.000001? Are you being vague as fuck? What the fuck? Come on, give me something.
Okay, so they kind of put statistics in and told you how shitty their statistics are.
That's why I said it's good and bad. It's good because they actually revealed what your percentage of getting these loot boxes are. But the fact is that it's still that low percentage for just these rare cards, and they made it so that way you have such a limited time to get them. Like when the game first launched, I believe you only had 7 days to get those cards where they would disappear forever, and they'd be rotated out for new cards.
Okay. That's nice. I don't know shit about FIFA, so that makes, like,
Yeah.
0 to...
Right off the top of my
Fucking
head.
any kind of, like, to me, so...
I just got this amazing idea
just-
for, like... I'm sorry.
Does anybody in this room care about FIFA?
Not
No.
really.
No, because we're not really
No.
soccer fans.
Look at me, for
However-
Christ's sake.
What does that have to do with, like,
Do I
FIFA?
look like I give a shit about sports?
You play
In any
wrestling.
form.
FIFA. It's
Wrestling
a game.
is the
It's really a sport.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like shooters? You don't look like you're about to just, like, pop a shotgun and run out with the BFG and go fucking ape shit.
In fairness,
You don't look like you're about to jump on some Nazi Colossus
I
machines
think
and blow them
we all
up.
know that if I did have access to the BFG, I wouldn't be thinking far enough ahead to think, might I hit someone with this? My thought process is pretty much going, ooh.
Click.
Shiny.
No, just, ooh, click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were some other good news bits and other bad news bits?
If I may just say one thing, I just had kind of an amazing idea for a little webcomic thing. You get the 4 cards.
Come on.
No, it was gone.
Okay.
But
Anyways.
I would totally play a FIFA game if you could summon some sort of ancient Egyptian god onto the field.
It sounds like some Blood Bowl shit.
That's some Blood Bowl or Mario
yeah.
Striker shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Blood
I
Bowl.
remember when
Yeah.
me and Manny played that.
I never...
I played it with
We got it. We just randomly selected a game at GameStop. It's like, yeah, Blood Bowl. Oh, we get Warhammer and football on the same. And then it was like turn-based, and we're like, oh, okay, then it just throws
Yeah.
out everything.
Blood Bowl reminds me of that old-ass fucking cartoon where the football players get sent to this alternate world where they're monsters or some shit.
Oh,
Mutant
God,
Football
yeah.
League.
Huh?
Mutant Football League.
I don't remember the name of it. I guess that's it.
Was the quarterback a skeleton?
I think so.
Yes. It
One
was
guy
Mutant
was a
Football.
lizard.
Yes.
Another guy was another thing.
That was Mutant Football League.
Yeah,
Based on the NES game.
Yeah, that's what that fucking Blood Bowl shit makes me think of.
And the guy who designed that game, because I believe EA was fucking him over on the copyright, basically did a Kickstarter and released a new game that's, instead of Mutant Football League, is Football Mutant League.
Good job.
Just alright, fine, I won't make another Mutant Football League.
Fuck out of here.
Nah.
It's not the same game. Look, the titles are different.
See? Copyright.
Doesn't matter
My
that I
ass.
copied the entire source code or anything.
Purple in this one instead of green.
Yeah. Look, the orcs are blue instead of green. Come on, you can't fucking fault me
Kiss
for
my
anything.
big fat ass.
Game plays the same. Fuck you. Football all plays the same.
It does.
Football.
Depends. Talk about football as in soccer, or you talk about football as in America.
You guys mentioned the fucking CD Projekt Red thing. Fucking the goddamn fucking fake ass lawsuit bullshit. Where is CD Projekt Red located?
CD Projekt Red is located in Poland, which is the reason why it's also cheap for them to do this.
And also, the books were around Polish legend.
Bullshit. No, they weren't.
No, it was.
It's a ripoff of Elric of Nibonnet. He actually talked to the author of the Elric books. If you look at the two characters, themes of the fucking things, even some locations, Elric of Nibonnet is Geralt of Rivia. Geralt.
Geralt.
I believe it's
Jerry.
feel more strongly about this.
Oh, dude, no, I've seen rants about this
He
shit.
literally showed me a video of a guy ranting about
And
this.
I've seen more than just him talking about it. The motherfucker who made the Witcher series fucked off into oblivion and stole all that shit. And even then, the rights were sold for the first Witcher game, not the sequels in perpetuity. So, those weren't counted amongst that deal. so it shouldn't really affect how much he got paid. He thought, oh, it's not going to go anywhere anyway, just like a book series. The games went places, his books probably didn't until after the game sell.
Yeah, they did. Because that's
So
when
now-
they picked up was because it was after Witcher 2 came out was when they first released it in English into the United States.
Yeah.
And because I actually owned the first 2 books of The Witcher.
So you know what that reminds me of? How he was like, "Oh, this game is not going to go past a single one." That just reminds me of the short-sightedness of most toy makers when the first Star Wars movie came out.
Oh yeah, the deal that fucking
The early bird special. Kids coming down on Christmas Day. Hey kids, here's your birthday present.
No,
a piece of fucking cardboard.
No, that's the thing about it. That was not actually a thing of like that the corporations thought that it was going to make it. It was that they did not realize how big it was going to be.
With kids.
Yeah, the actual designers didn't figure out how well it was going to be, and literally could not afford to make the toys. The ones who fucked up were the Hollywood executives and Fox when they made the deal, because all they had to do was they got all the money for the toy line.
Mm-hmm.
All they had to do was write a check for $100,000 every year to Fox. It wasn't until the guy who was running Hasbro, the CEO left, and
The
someone else took over.
contract came up for renewal, yeah.
No, the contract didn't come up for renewal.
This reminds me
It
of-
was continually going. It was that when the new person came in for the CEO, they forgot to pay it. They forgot to pay for it, and they had to make a new contract.
Yeah.
And that's when it was like, fuck. But yeah, they had permanent rights to it.
Fox and...
Fuck, because even George Lucas said, this was the dumbest Hollywood deal I've ever seen.
Good job, guys.
Because
We
it
should know
was
about
originally
dumb
only
deals.
2 people
Yeah.
in the room
They're friends.
making the deal.
Also, when you said, like, here's your present, a piece of cardboard, I'm like, what? Someone got them the Nintendo Labo? Is that it?
I mean, that's kind of what it was just they literally just went,
Hey, back then, kids had imaginations.
oh, no, it wasn't even postcards.
I've had fun with cardboard boxes.
But it
when
was a
I
cardboard
kid.
box. It was literally it was a cutout and you got a certificate little thing saying, hey, this person at this address, when the toys come out, you will get these specific toys.
Yeah, but it also came with a cardboard thing that just had
Just cut out
the
like
fucking things like
painted on the back because it was like a little like just plastic thing like you see on the back of normal toys.
Yeah.
There was that.
God. So dumb.
The weird story of Transformers or G.I. Joes just reworked in Japan.
Wait, what?
Yeah, okay. So, when G.I. Joe was the first Hasbro toy to be launched, Japan wanted the toys. Because it was like, okay, we want to make something for little kids. But this was coming off the back of World War II. So they realized, we cannot market a G.I. Joe soldier to little kids after all that shit. So what they did was,
Did
they
something completely different.
stripped him down, recolored him, and put some mechanical parts in him, and made a robot. This eventually led to the creation of I can't think of the fucking names, the little toys that have like little magnets for like arms and legs.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
Not
about.
GoBots, it was Microid.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, I just can't think
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
like little micro like humanoid robot things. It led to that. Then GoBots and Transformers came out around the same time, but they were called something else in Japan. And then Hasbro, seeing the Transformer toys, were like, we want those, and bought the license. So in a roundabout way, Hasbro bought their own shit back.
Frankly, in my mind at least, one of the greatest Transformers commercials there will ever be is the one where a kid used Megatron to shoot someone.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because the original was a fucking BB
God.
It was a BB gun based on the World War II German pistol. I love that so much. It was fucking amazing.
The kid shot a guy in the fucking commercial.
The funniest thing about that though was the poor bastard had to come up with all the storylines because they literally went to one guy's desk who who no one really knew except for like the COO and like one other guy.
Yeah, the toys came out before the show.
So the guy, he goes to him and goes, "Hey Phil, you're a really nice guy," and things like that. And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll help you with whatever."
Phil Nagamaki, is that you? We need you to come up with something.
I can't think of his name. I don't just go to Phil.
Yeah.
Remember, bring Carl along with you.
Yeah,
No,
they put
hold
the
on.
they put
What,
the toys
Carl
out in front of
Namita?
him.
I don't know if we can.
Yeah. They put the toys out in front of him.
and he got to play with them. He's like, "Oh, these are really cool.
Yeah.
Now I need you to make up
Now
stories
put
for
every
15."
single one in the show.
No,
They didn't even
not
have
that.
an idea
They
that
didn't
there was
show.
going to be a show.
There was nothing. It was
just
literally
toys.
come up
With
with
a
a
story.
story for these. So
And
he
it's
had
like,
to sit
what?
there, and also he had to do it in 3 days.
Yeah.
For 15 of them. The first original 15, he had to come up with in 3 days everything about them.
He
From
is the leader
Cybertron,
of the Autobots.
so he came up with the Cybertron, he came up with the Autobots, the Decepticons, all their names and
I
everything.
imagine him not getting
God damn,
a
Phil
lick of
Nagamaki, you got some
sleep.
fucking skill.
It was some
He
American
didn't
guy,
get
Joseph.
any sleep over those 3 days. So it's like, okay, you give us your presentation. Okay.
Back in my day,
Let me take this
we
marker.
got 50.
Okay, there's this place. It's called Cybertron.
No,
it's
no,
like
I-
Earth, but it's completely metal. And it actually transforms. And then these little guys, they're
That
called
wasn't in the
Cybertronians.
That can't have been in the first 15 episodes.
No, I just imagine.
No,
It's like he's sitting there, like half like stoned out of his mind from like lack of sleep. He's like, "Come on, you gotta go. You got your presentation. Come on, I can't. I've got no
Sleep, are
energy."
you fucking kidding me? This is the 80s.
Hold on, let me
Hold on.
finish my fucking.
I wanna hear this.
Finish my fucking.
Hold on.
Let me finish my fucking.
I want to hear this.
So he's like sitting there, whacked out of his mind, just like, "I can't fucking do it, dude. I'm seeing shit, motherfucker. You gotta go. You got your presentation now. I can't do it. All right, I got something that'll help."
My little secret stash of cocaine.
Just like shoves a needle in his arm and injects the plunger. Is like, "Oh god! Ah! What was that? A special blend, man. You're gonna love it. What was the blend? Black tar heroin and adrenaline. Ah!
Just for
Black
3
tar
days.
heroin.
And a little
And adrenaline.
Yeah,
Black tar
and
heroin
a
and
tiny, I can't stress this enough. A tiny bit of horse tranquilizer to calm you down a bit.
Here. Take these pills and eat this lemon peel. Why? What is this? Horse tranquilizers and a fucking lemon peel. Why do I need
You'll
a lemon
need them.
peel? It's gonna taste like copper in a few seconds. Fuck.
Not at the same time.
But hold on. It only gets better.
And he has nothing. He walks in there, zorked out of his mind. He starts going with Chris. All right. You guys ready for this shit? Give me that marker. All right, give me that marker. Why? Just give me the marker. All right. Fuck this painting. Just chucks a painting off the wall and starts writing on the wall like a madman in a fucking penitentiary. By the time the meeting's over, the walls are covered with shit and the ceiling is
All
covered
those
in
little
shit.
Cybertronian glyph.
One of the executives is missing his shirt and jacket. He's
written
just covered in
across his
drawings. He's got like a little dick behind his ear for no reason. He's like, "Ha! You'll never fucking see this shit." See what shit? My presentation. Ha!
So, okay. You wanna know what's funny about that? He made the stack and he gives it to the guy and they look it over and they're like, "That's really good." And they start pitching the idea to the others. I'm like, "That's great." They come back to him like a week later and they go, "Cool. We got 30 more for you. Make up some more. You got a week." What? 30 more.
Why?
And they kept doing it to him. He made every single Transformer up until I believe the newest ones that have ever come out. Every single Transformer lore, he wrote it by
So
himself.
all the like ones that you go, oh, that's a bit lazy. That's just
Wait, what about
Starscream
Beast
rehashed. It's like,
Beast
yeah, he didn't work with all
that's what up to
these.
the newer ones.
Yeah.
Like the original, all the original Transformer, G1, all the way up to Beast Wars, he wrote everything. He wrote the entire lore for it that they pitched for the TV show, which wasn't until later when they had to pitch to kids. And it's like, how do you pitch to kids? You sell a fucking TV show.
I just imagine like a snuff box filled with cocaine just strapped around this guy's face like a fucking horse's feedback.
No,
I just imagine like some armed security guards coming with tranq rifles, and there's one third guy holding a box. They're like, "Feeding time!
Shoot him!
Shoot him!
They got him like chained to the fucking wall. Like, "Ha! Get it!
No, he takes out his
I'll give you
arm.
long. I'll give you long.
Shoot him!
I need to make more dank lore. Give me the drugs." It just opens it up. It's just like mac and cheese mixed with like
I've
all
got
these
an idea
fucking
about
amphetamines.
mermaids!
Exactly.
I've got an idea about a planet of mermaids!
Oh, it looks like your bottle's getting low. Let's go ahead and change that out. And he's just got like a hamster feeder, but it's a bottle of vodka just shoved and screwed in there. Like,
They're Gallimus Primus!
What? One of the
his
robots.
name is Galvatron!
One of the robots falls in love with a mermaid and can transform into one.
No, better yet, it can transform into a shark. And they don't just have one of them. No, there's a legion of them. And they all serve this guy with 3 fucking faces. And he looks like a goddamn dildo butt plug. Yes, they serve him. And he's on another planet covered in junk and fish monsters. Yes, yes, yes.
They put more darts into him. Just time to go night.
And we'll have a spin-off series where the robots turn into rocks.
Get off my back. I've got the dart monkey hopping around all over me.
Get the minigun.
It's just gonna be like coming at them like proxy.
It's
Just like getting like a legion of darts.
As he's just twitching in the eye.
Oh, geez, Speedy, what happened?
Oh, he's on there pretty tough.
But that was
I'm
funny.
sorry, Speedy.
The funniest thing is the story of also how the Ewoks, not the Ewoks, it's the Ewoks? No, it's not the Ewoks, Sand People.
The Jawas?
Yeah, the Jawas.
Yeah.
It's how the Jawa toy was made. They made all the original prototype toys, and they're sitting there, and the guy produced is looking at them all and he goes, "Fuck, we forgot to make the Jawas." Shit. And he looks down and he sees a sock. So he quickly takes off his black sock, cuts the big toe off, and makes it into like a little hood, and just kind of just shoves a small toy up inside of it, and just goes, "There."
Jawas.
And he even has still the sock to this day that he actually had cut out. Like he
Wasn't
still keeps
the
it.
original Jawa toy like the size of Luke Skywalker?
It's because that's because the COO, when they pitched the Star Wars toys, was like, okay, you have to design the size of the toys. He goes, thinks for a second, and goes, puts his fist out and goes, boop, that big, all the
That
toys.
big.
That's what he does. He literally just does that. And goes,
He holds his fingers apart like an inch or two.
and he just goes that big, all of them.
Does a proper measure.
Doesn't probably measure it. It's a guy has to go measure it.
That's like two inches, right?
Yeah.
And then there was the biggest disappointment to all the Star Wars collectors ever, where that is still hunted to this day.
Only one
of the Jango Fett with
the Boba Fett toy
Yeah,
that
the
actually
Boba
had the
Fett
actual
with
prototype
the-
launcher.
Yeah,
Because
because originally they marketed it Boba Fett with this jetpack, the missile's going to launch. But at the same year, the fucking Battlestar Galactic Cylon
toy, one of the pieces got fired,
Fire 2,
and it fired one and landed in the kid's throat and choked.
and so a huge lawsuit happened, and they didn't want the same thing. So they're like, "Fuck it, just."
Alright, who's thumping around?
It's Chris slapping his hand. But there are 3 in existence. The COO has one. This one big collector in Texas has another.
Who has a full-size B-1 battle droid.
Yes, he's actually the world's he's Guinness Book of World Records biggest collector of Star Wars figures, everything. He has one, and there's one out there still in existence. They are literally worth a fortune for this little thing.
It's probably in the safe of that one asshole who has that Wu-Tang Clan
album
that he will not let anyone else listen to, and he will not let Wu-Tang Clan re-record it.
What?
It's an album. This was a few years ago. Wu-Tang Clan made a special album. It was a limited edition album. They were literally just like, there's a one-time, one album thing. It's literally just all of them for one album. And it was sold at an auction. It was just like, we're selling this off. There's no digital version of this. It's just the recording on the album. This one guy bought it, and it was this one rich, I can't think of his fucking name. It was this one rich fucking doctor or something like that who had a big controversy later on. But he bought the album and will let no one listen to it. Hasn't listened to it himself. He just bought it just cuz.
I hate rap music. I'm gonna keep this locked up so it won't infect the masses.
He's not as bad as Prince.
No.
Oh yeah,
Prince is like an entire vault filled with unreleased albums and movies. Kevin Smith made a fucking movie for him. And it's in the vault. Never watched.
Okay.
Not even Prince.
So when's this music video coming out? Oh, probably never.
What? Alright, so when's it gonna hit? Oh. Never.
What?
See, that's the thing. I
That's literally what happened. He's just like
I
handing it
love
over to him, and he just takes it, walks into the vault, puts it away. It's like, never.
No.
See, that's the thing about I
I'm
love Prince, and I can
Prince,
see him do that shit because Prince is one of those guys who's just oh, never, babe. No one's ever gonna know about this.
Now take your crew and get out of here after I give them some pancakes.
Bitches.
Windows
Barbie started off as a German prostitute doll that they literally handed to the creator and goes, we can't sell this, it's a prostitution toy. He took it and went, erase the boobs.
There you go.
Can we market this?
Erase the boobs?
Yeah, it actually was
Erase the nipples.
It erased the nipples.
Oh.
Yeah, it had nipples on it and everything because it was originally just a prostitution toy. And it was like, we can't sell this. And so just the guy takes it back and just erases the nipples and then just hands it back to the woman. She goes,
Market that.
we can market this. We can try. And they had to sneak into markets to actually sell Barbie because no toy company wanted to take it.
Hey, little girl, do you want this doll?
That's actually what they did. They literally were able to trick people into buying it because originally when they pitched Barbie, they're like, no woman's going to buy toys. They want, action figures. It's for boys, all that kind of stuff. So the way they pitched it was, no, this is to teach your daughter how to brush hair and, look prim and proper. Things like that, teach her how to be a good wife.
I was about to say something really stupid.
Isn't that what
in
Red Book
my
was for
mind-
back in the day?
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I construed Barbies with just dolls in general.
Yeah.
And yeah.
This was before the whole blue and pink thing.
Yeah.
Blue and pink.
It was a major. It's what is
You had to
permanently
basically
separated our
choose-
culture of boy toys and
Girl toys.
Girl toys and
Goy toys.
goidal toys.
Goy toys.
And would eventually
Goy
and
toys.
eventually what
With a
was
goiter
the game
toys
station
and
was
juice
put under.
toys.
Like before the 1950s and
I believe
it
so,
was
yeah.
like really early on. Boys and girls didn't have this separate thing. Hell, you can even find pictures of FDR in a dress when he was a little kid. Because it was normal for boys to dress in dresses. We didn't have this whole that's boy, that's girl thing.
Good for him.
But after a while, we slowly started separating into the blue and pink section of toys. And that forced every toy designer, game developer, everything to eventually go, okay, we need to market our thing. Let's do it with the boys, or we need to do it with the girls.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, we fucking went off on a tangent on that shit.
Yeah.
It's because I love. Okay, I got all this information
We
from
have
a
been
Netflix
watching
show
it.
called "The Toys."
The
Toys That Made Us.
Yeah, you've
And
mentioned this show before.
It's really fucking good because I was surprised about the stuff I learned. I was like, huh, G.I. Joe, like Transformers, is literally just G.I. Joe turned into a robot, and a full circle of Hasbro rebuying the contract back.
Actually, you know what G.I. Joe originally was?
Wasn't it? Oh fuck, I don't actually remember.
Shield.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Shield is, they wanted to do Shield and Marvel, but they didn't know how it would run, so they're like, I got an idea, boys. Let's change it around and give them a themed villain and throw him out there. See how it works in a cartoon and toys. Or some shit like that.
Cobra.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
Cobra is Hydra. G.I. Joe
Yeah,
is
they were
Shield.
like, there is no way you can market a snake-themed villain as an enemy. And it's like, watch.
Watch me,
Motherfucker, you
motherfucker.
bet?
And that motherfucker looks back.
Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll do it under a disguise.
Yeah,
We'll
but
do
we'll
the
say
faction.
G.I.
If I
Joe,
win, my shit goes in your Marvel comics.
That motherfucker looks back and goes, "That's right, bitch, I won."
He's still walking by him in the nursing home.
Now
He's like,
get
yeah,
me,
motherfucker, you good? What's good? What's good?
I won, motherfucker. Now get me a mint julep.
What's good?
Now give me that nurse candy over here.
I got the candy strapper tonight, don't I?
I think I dropped my pills over there.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm just looking for Cobra.
Is he here? No.
Oh fuck! Oh, it's so good.
He just walks in one day and just like, I'm sorry for what? All these years, me flaunting it in your face. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry you've been wrong, bitch.
Still doesn't get over.
You think I'm gonna let this go, motherfucker? Yeah,
He gets a heart attack. Just
where's it going? Nowhere. It's like his cereal crushed by some huge freaking guy. Yeah.
just
Got it right into his
fucking
grave.
there.
Even his tombstone will be, I was right about Cobra.
We need to get Granddad a tombstone. He passed. Don't worry, little lady. I'll buy his tombstone for you. But I have a request. What? I get to put the words on.
I was his oldest and dearest friend.
Well, you guys have been together almost all your lives.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Thank you, dearie.
It cuts over.
In
Cuts
quotes,
over. Boom! I was wrong.
in quotes, I was totally fucking wrong about Cobra.
No, it's like this character, father, family
I would
man,
have thrown away
wrong about
millions of
Cobra.
dollars.
Wrong as fuck, bitch!
Exactly.
And then he's like, I have one request and I die. What? I'm buried next to Steven.
Oh,
This is what I want written on my tombstone.
They look at that shit that-
hands him a piece of paper. And like, his wife just kind of, really? Yeah.
You can't let this die. Never.
It's like, just pan out. You see his tombstone. Father, husband, wrong as shit, bitch. Then next to him is his buddy. It's like, fuck yeah, you was wrong.
Wait, what?
fuck yeah, he was wrong.
Fuck you.
No, it's usually what. Imagine with the wife, it's like, really? You're not gonna let this go? You're gonna give up that $1,000 house we got?
I'm rich, bitch.
Exactly.
$1,000. That didn't. My car costed more than that.
No,
That's
because you gotta think of
fucking broke as
inflation.
Yeah.
You gotta think of inflation.
$1,000 house, yeah. That's a nice Hooverville you got going there, buddy.
Exactly. Let's say $1,000.
Yeah, back
inflation
then.
was fucking. That shit's worth fucking billions. So it's like that $1 million house I got.
I could see it being a very nice, like,
Could have bought a
apartment,
house in Dumbo before it became
that's-
Dumbo.
No, because it's like the fact is like fucking when Kennedy bought votes in West Virginia, they were $10 at the time, and with inflation, it goes up to $87 per vote.
I'm just imagining this fucking.
So
like,
yeah,
Kennedy going out just giving money.
like side of the road fucking stand.
no, they were like that.
$10.
No, they were like that. They literally would go up to you because West Virginia used to be the most corrupt state for this stuff. They would just be like, they would literally have like a thing of like, well, here's your options. You can do this, you can pay this, or you can pay this, and you're gonna get shit.
Is that why Virginia calls West Virginia a bunch of hicks?
Yeah.
Oh no, there's multiple reasons why we call them a bunch of hicks. That's the reason why.
And we
West
will
Virginia
never
is the most
forgive them
corrupt
from succeeding from Virginia.
because of the up till the
I think
1968
it means seceding.
Yes.
seceding. But no,
Damn those guys for succeeding from Virginia.
yeah. Where did they succeed from?
What are they
Being a bunch of
succeeding
hicks.
at? What?
Inbred
They have
bacon?
more nukes than us.
Inbred bacon?
Having more sex
According
with their
to
cousins.
They're having better incest than us.
I want to fuck
Okay.
my husband,
Okay.
wife,
This is gonna be a
daughter.
tangent.
Here's the
This
thing.
is one of my favorite things. Hold
I
on.
want that to be a shirt. I don't know who the fuck is gonna buy that.
Someone will buy a
You
shirt.
don't
I'll
care.
buy it.
Here's the
You
problem.
don't
Okay.
care.
They're having
This is
better
so far off
incest than
topic,
us.
but I brought it up anyway. During the election of John F. Kennedy, when they were going for West Virginia, his opponent had run out of money.
Who
Yeah.
gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Mhm.
He ran out of money,
Yeah.
so he had to take money out of his own pocket and pay for a telethon. That money came from his daughter's money for wedding. For her wedding. The wife was pissed. But here's what happened. During his telethon, he could only afford like an hour. No, he afforded about an hour. Think about those. He couldn't afford someone to filter out the calls. And at one point, he gets a call from an old, raspy woman, and for 15 minutes, for 5 minutes, she haggles him, going, Get out of West Virginia! Get all you liberal tasks out of West Virginia! And he kept flinching every time. They couldn't get her off the air fast enough. And that's all she did was just go, Get from West Virginia! Get!
Like she's shooing a cat off her back.
Pretty much!
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to this cat.
I've been connected. I'm sorry. I was talking to my cat.
Screaming at a cat to
Get out of here! Get out of my... Get out of
Stop
my
eating
house.
the medication, you
Oh, I'm
filthy
sorry. I was
four-legged
having
fuckers.
so good that just landed on my pie.
Just screaming at a cat to get out of the entire state.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get out of West Virginia.
My neighbor's boys was coming by again. Filthy duck.
Filth and darkness.
Oh, they said filthy. You know what? I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say
You
it.
know what? Let's just draw the line there.
We're gonna stop right
Hey,
there.
I heard you guys had some other shit to talk about.
I
I can easily
Did we
just
really?
I could just change the subject, you know.
yeah.
Oh, hey, how about that Mark Hamill, Gary Oldman, Andy Serkis, Gillian Anderson, and one other fucking guy, Mark Strong? Yeah, that's the guy.
Well, as we've talked
What
about,
about him?
They're all in Star Citizen.
They're all in the single player
Good
mode.
for them.
Yeah.
Which
You never saw the trailer?
No, we haven't had a chance. But the thing about it is this: as we talked about with Star Citizen, they make bank. They will continue to make bank.
Yeah, I know.
They learn to crowdfund.
That's how they can afford big name actors like these motherfuckers. It's just
Mark
Mark Hamill
Hamill.
going back to his Wing Commander days, but as an old guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it feels like.
So like Star Wars.
Except it's Wing Commander.
It's a Swing Commander.
Still excited for that Star Wars live action.
It's better than Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah,
going
we're
back
getting
to Wing Commander.
Mandalorian.
Recently, I believe it's the guy from Game of Thrones.
I've never heard
I
of him.
want to say it's a Game of Thrones.
Which guy from Game of Thrones?
Like the two guys who actually figured out the whole secret of Jon Snow.
Jerry and
I can't-
Jerry and
Jerry and Terry.
Jerry.
I can't think of their name.
I think it's Terry and Terry.
I believe.
I want to say that.
That
But I
sounds
don't-
like
I feel confident
that
in my
sounds like an ice cream flavor.
Terry and Terry.
It's Ben and Jerry, goddammit. I know they found out. Like, I don't
That would be amazing. If Ben and Jerry's figuring out the entire story of.
If you look
Holy
back, when
shit.
Game of Thrones
Oh my
was
god,
Okay,
no, they
no,
made it their
no.
flavor of the month or whatever. Like,
No,
the Ben and
if you
Jerry
go
is the
all-
secret of Jon Snow flavor. You know what's really going on.
no, if you go all the way back to like
It's
months
vanilla
before
ice cream
Game of Thrones came out,
with with little chocolates that look like
Snowy Targaryen.
White Walkers.
Yeah, they just had an ice cream called Snowy Targaryen right as Game of Thrones was coming out. They're like, oh wait, they don't know yet. Let's hide that. So
Alright, who's ready for some... Oh, not yet.
not yet. It's not ready.
Fish food!
Dude, if I ever start making a show, I will totally fucking get in with a deal with Ben and Jerry's. Every season, a flavor that turns out to be a...
Dude, I would sell out so fast. I'd sell out
You know
like
they
a
almost,
specialty item at
broke
Taco
up.
Bell.
Really?
Ben and Jerry. Not recently. This was during the 2016 election
Aw.
because it was
They
either
made the cutest
Ben.
couple.
It was either Ben or Jerry, but they supported Bernie Sanders and came out with
Trump is the right decision for our ice cream
not that
company.
one.
no. They created a Bernie Sanders ice cream.
I know what this
one of
one
them
is.
did without the permission of the other, which was a 99% was vanilla, and then 1% was just chocolate on the top.
That sounds underwhelming.
It was meant to be. It's meant
Yeah.
to be the top 1%.
And,
No, I get that.
Joke.
I'm just saying.
and it's like, why have it dark when normally it's the... But whatever. And the other one really didn't want them to get into politics.
So yeah, it almost had a pulling out.
So is this kind of like the whole Mike and Ike thing?
Kind of.
Where they crossed out Ike's name or whatever from the Mike and
Yeah.
Ike boxes?
I think it was kind of.
Until they kissed and made up.
Yeah.
Probably.
That was
But,
kind of like...
When are Ben and Jerry gonna start making out again?
Okay, but to bring it back, the Mandalore show is that I believe it's the Game of Thrones guy, but I can't confirm it yet. I'm still looking at it.
Fuck it, carry on. I want to know
but
more about the show.
What it is going to be that it's going to be about the rise of the Mandalores between episode before.
Have they give a timeline?
Yeah, no, it's between. I can't think of the
New Hope?
not New Hope.
Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace,
No, it's the original trilogy. Fuck, can't think of the last movie.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Between Return of the
Ask
Jedi
me
and
the
Force
name.
Awakens.
I can tell you the name.
I know, but for some reason my brain was blanking. I'm like, it's the
Oh, you
last of the
said
original trilogy.
trilogy. There's three things I can.
That's why I said it's the last of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
No,
It's
Pat had the
between-
same problem earlier. We were making a joke, adding like something in. I forget what it was, but he's like, I can't remember the name. And so I was like, they returned that, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
I
no,
knew.
it was it's
Wangos
going to be
is
set
Hango.
between the events of like Return of the Jedi and Force
Oh,
Awakens.
God damn it, Chris.
Of
Now I
course.
can't.
And it's
Now
gonna,
that's the
but instead of
only thing
focusing
my
on
brain can
anything
think
like
of.
What was
political or anything like that, it's going to focus on a group of Mandalorian bounty hunters on the Outer Rim retaking Mandalore and raising it back up to its Imperial state.
Here's the one picture they released of it.
I'm so angry at you.
Right now, the rumored main character, that's the only screenshot we have of it, and that the main character is going to be the guy who played
the Red
Viper from Game of Thrones. And
something Martell.
I'm going to be sleeping.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
He was also in the fucking the wall, the massive wall in China.
Great Wall?
Great Wall, yes.
Yeah, what's that thing? It's a big wall in China. It's massive.
It's
what is it called?
I wanted to call it. I was about to call it the Mongolian Gate. I will be honest with that.
Chris,
I wanted to call it the Mongolian Gate. I was like, that's not it.
Chris,
I know it's not it.
The Mongolian Gate Wall. The fuck is that?
Chris, I know
it's that big wall in China.
Guys, hold on. I want to hear Pat here.
I know exactly what's going to happen, and I'm going to be sleeping on this couch. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to sit up bolt right, and I'm going to know exactly what the fuck we were talking about.
Oh, the Star Wars thing.
God damn it!
No, I've had that moment where
just spam it in Skype.
Where me and you were talking about fucking gargoyles, and I was like, "What is the name of that fucking leader of the gargoyles? He is something. I don't know what his name is. What is Goliath's name? Goliath!" And I was at work when this was happening, and I screamed that out. Goliath! Not at our work, at the hospital where we used to work there.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't recall you having this fucking freak out.
Seizure moment.
Goliath!
Con! Alright. Conan! Okay.
I have a funny story about, I believe it's EVE Online.
Okay, go for it.
That's funny? Okay, I better laugh.
So,
Pressure's on.
bunch of people have basically
I've not been able to find the story, so...
been rage quitting. It's either EVE Online or
Star Citizen.
Or Star Citizen. Some game where thousands of people can board a spaceship.
It can be either one of those.
Explore space. Basically, this one federation in the game it's basically a guild. They built a massive spaceship and were basically inviting whoever wanted to go onto the spaceship because they were going to go and explore the heretofore explored section of the game, the Cones sector. So, thousands upon thousands of players boarded the ship already with, and built up their character for exploring and harvesting new materials and such. And so, they get everyone on board, they point it in the right direction, it goes into hyperspace, they're in space for a few glorious seconds, they say new planets and new constellations and a new fucking alien race that is super fucking aggressive, that just destroys the ship and kills everyone.
Good for them.
And everyone is so fucking pissed. Because apparently the game had, no warning that there was these assholes just out there in space. And it's just this wasn't an event that was set up by the game creators. This was something naturally that happened. It was, it was one of the guilds in the game that basically built up this giant spaceship and said, hey, let's go check out this place.
It's
that'll teach you for exploring our game.
1,000 players have left the game, whatever it is. And it's you know what? It's kind of like the Borg from Star Trek. Hey,
don't tap the table, please.
It's neat to see, but for the people that are actually living through it, it must suck.
Well, resistance is futile.
See, I said that and Pat was mad at me.
No, what I said is that it wasn't very much fun for the people living through it.
Okay.
And you said, I'm sure a few people found it fun. It was I'm pretty sure they didn't, Chris.
Oh,
the board
that's
did.
where I recognize him from.
Resistance?
So I looked up the guy who played the Red Viper. He was also Whiskey from Kingsman: The Golden Circle. It's
I vaguely remember. I've never actually seen the movie. I've seen clips.
Whiskey was the one, the cowboy with the
electro whip.
Yeah, that was the actor who's going to possibly play the Mandalorian. And it's like, I kind of wanted to because he has just that perfect amount of sass.
It's a series, right?
It's going to be a series.
Yeah.
It's not going to be on basic television, is it?
As I know of, no. I believe
it's unknown if it's going to be on HBO.
I believe they rumored that it's going to be on HBO.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I heard about it was going to be on HBO.
I'd rather not be on basic cable for that kind of shit because I've seen too many shows get fucked over by...
All it's known is it's a Star Wars live-action television show.
Set during this time, and that's it at this point. They're still within... actually, no. It's going to be part of Disney's streaming service. Since Disney's coming out with their streaming service, and this will be coming out around that time. Because I believe this is going to be one of their shows they're going to try and pitch for the Disney streaming service. Because that should be coming out in 2019.
Okay. Cool.
And people are calling him the off-color Boba Fett.
I don't know why that's just funny. The off-colored Boba Fett.
Oh, look, it's the off-colored Boba Fett.
It's like saying, hey, look, it's the off-white this guy.
Oh, he's just a little off-white. You know, we just add a little color to him. There we go.
And that fucking Aladdin movie coming out sometime next year in May 24th.
It's May 24th.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just saying. May 24th, 2019.
I want to see another trailer because the teaser what they showed, I like some of the things. I am sad that the lion isn't like huge.
In the middle of nowhere and huge, yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? I understand that because that would be like, we spent our entire budget on this and we have to spend our money on Agrabah.
Yeah, dude.
Well, to
you
be
see
fair,
fucking Agrabah in the goddamn
that's what
trailer.
I mean. That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's where the money went. Was like we had to spend money on that shit.
And that fucking
To be
fake
fair,
ass bird.
Is a giant lion head in the middle of the desert really secretive?
Yeah, but it's a cave of wonders.
I know.
Stop that.
Sorry, I was just looking.
But then again, couldn't really be a cave without, a cave, could it?
Yeah. So it being in the thing, I was like, I understand Cave of Wonders.
That fucking cave! How much money did they blow on that shit?
Oh god, Disney was like, okay, so
how much money we want to throw at this? I don't know. How much is in the vault? All the money in the world? Throw half of it into that.
No. That was
no.
Fox.
You know what it
That
is?
was buying a Fox.
No. With Disney, it's like, okay, we need to build a Cave of Wonders. What are we going to use for a Cave of Wonders? How much money should we use? They just open up the vault, just look. I mean, we could use this.
No. Phil. Why are you looking
at the Cave of
How
Wonders?
much of this money should we use? How about that stack? No, sorry. That pallet, that
We're gonna
pallet,
have to
that
melt all the
pallet,
swastikas
and
off our
that
bars of
pallet.
gold.
No, because if anything, it goes like this. It goes,
Are we still smelting our own gold? We're trying, sir. The Nazis made it hard.
it's just a bunch of people.
Get those dwarves back to work!
Get back to work!
They have all
Stop
of these.
singing and start being merry.
This is Disney! We don't care about merry and wonderment. That's for those dickless assholes buying everything out there.
No, it's more like, we don't care about being merry and wonderful. That's our product. Get it out on the street.
Is it wrong that I thought you were going to say?
See, now I have to say it was just him going for the palette, so I'm going, I don't like this palette.
Those dickless faggots out there.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
I don't like this palette. It's got too much cocaine on it.
This is the money from... Yes. This is the money from Princess and the Frog. Let's use this.
Yeah.
Let's use this. And is that...
This
hold on.
was our orgy pile.
No. They go to the one, the bigger sacks. It goes... Is this? This is original Latin money. Yes. We'll use this money.
Yes, this is the money we will use.
This is the money we're going to use. The original Aladdin money.
You know what?
The Princess and the Frog money.
You know what?
Virgin.
Let's go ahead and break out one of those 7 doors. We need to do a sacrificial ritual to make sure that they will take our offerings of money, just to be sure. After all, this is Disney.
Then security comes up. Sir, another small boy has been found without his parents.
Put on the small world.
Right.
Cancel the dwarf. We have a virgin child. That's like a double whammy of success for a ritual.
We need
Find me a volcano and we can make it a 3-fer.
Awaken Walt Disney. He must be in
Awaken.
No, it's to feed him. That's how they feed him. It's like, awaken
He's
the
in
Disney.
the middle of the volcano.
No. And he just comes up for the child. He comes out of the magma and just comes up for the child.
No, he doesn't. They have to bring in fucking Deathclock. Awaken, what is name?
And then you see him come out, grab the child, and just go back and just. I return to my sleep.
Yes!
I can't believe Swiss Hat still brings him to life with Grandpa's guitars. I know, it's so stupid. Oh, man, I don't think it's that bad.
As Mickey finally comes down from the Imperial throne and it's fucking built Death Star behind the moon.
I'm gonna just kill myself.
Oh boy! It's like, oh boy, how much are we gonna make money off this one?
Oh
Kraken.
no, Goofy! Run it again! Oh.
Every time
Mickey!
Every time I imagine Goofy, though, for some reason next to Mickey, I imagine it was like, he's actually a foot taller, he's actually got muscles, he just wears brass knuckles all the time.
No, I just imagine he's like just strung out and tired. They're putting us back in the Kingdom Hearts game again, Mickey. I can't do it. Wake me up from this nightmare, man. Wake me up.
And then the mother, she's like,
song.
and then just walks over, Goofy.
For those of you who can't see what's happening in the room, he pantomime stabbing me in the chest.
Just injecting a needle straight into his chest.
Visual comedy works well on a talk show, right?
Yes, it does!
Right?
Mickey's just
All
holding
right. Okay, let's end this with some charades, all right?
Alright, it's 3
Snaps
words.
his neck.
Anyways, all right.
3 words.
Jerk it off.
Jerking it. Pump the butter.
Butter churn.
There we go!
That's not 3 words!
He got it in one.
Done! That's not 3 words! Fuck you, it ain't 3 words!
Actually, he got the first 2 words. The last word was bitch.
Butter turn, bitch!
Butter churn, bitch.
But yes, Aladdin. From what they've shown, I'm interested. I think the guy they got to play, who's playing Aladdin, from the image that I've seen so
He
far.
looks pretty young. He looks like he could fit the Aladdin role. But I need to hear his voice. I need to see him in motion. I gotta see him act.
Who do you
That's
think is
what-
gonna play him?
I don't fucking know.
He's a small-time actor
They
who's
have
done
to
a
do
lot
Will
of
Smith
roles.
CGI.
A lot of roles as Middle Eastern characters, really. So
All
I mean,
depends-
it's like the
it
Lion
all-
King.
No, it all depends on how they do the genie. If they make him the big blue motherfucker, they might have to CG his face on there, like they did fucking Cumberpatch for Smog and shit. But,
yeah,
we don't know yet.
we don't know yet.
It's like
Or
the
for all
Lion
we know, he's gonna pop out of there and like with fucking Ray-Bans and like genie attire, like, yo, go man, what's good? What's good?
It's like the Lion King movie. We know there's gonna be CGI in it.
Actually, I've seen the teaser for that. It is CGI, but the lines just look really fucking
So
authentic.
it's like
It's more like
You guys mentioned something like they're not doing the horse. No, wait, no, that was my brother.
Yeah.
Like for the fucking Mulan movie, they're not doing the horse or the dragon for the live action.
Yeah, because I heard about that because people talked about the question of whether they do the horse or Mushu in the movie and will it change anything. And I said, you know what? It wouldn't change
You
the
did
original.
talking teapots and shit. This is wonder and whimsy. Fucking put the dragon in there.
No,
Get
no,
Eddie
that's-
Murphy on the horn right now.
No, that's my thing.
back.
No, that's what I said.
I'm back, baby.
No, I said it as this pitch. If you're trying to make it serious and you want to do like a serious, a little bit more kind of down to earth, a little bit more serious, yeah, you don't have to have Mushu in it. But if you want to get our establishment of just childhood whimsy, fun, and wonder, like you did with Beauty and the Beast, what you're doing with Aladdin, then Mushu has to be in the movie because he makes it perfect because his timing was impeccable.
And the horse.
Oh man.
Oh, and the horse.
They better have that fucking cricket in there.
That fucking cricket better be awesome.
Take the cricket.
I'll straight up shank a bitch.
I need that cricket.
I want that lucky cat's cricket. So I'll pop one of those antennas
You
off.
got a
and throw
tiny
it.
Sit right next
dragon?
to me, buddy.
You got a tiny dragon and then a fucking good luck charm that's a living creature. Combine them together. It's just fucking great.
As the best line in, that's one of my favorite lines from Mulan. Just popped out of the snow like daisies.
Yeah.
I still want to see what
So-
they do with the
Oh god, I just realized.
the villain. From
That's
Mulan.
no, that's the reason why I just thought about it. How are they gonna do Sean Yu? Because Sean Yu better be like at least 8 foot
I
tall,
want
Jack
those
Muscle, and
demonic
terrible eyes. Those black, just blacked out eyes with just yellow, just staring at you, just like.
staring into your soul.
If it wasn't for the fact is that Dwayne Johnson can only do comedies, I would actually want him to be more
He's
intimidating.
been a villain.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Like, 'cause how
what
big
do you
he
mean
is.
He can't.
I just don't think he could do the villain of Sean Yu.
He's done villain before, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was the Scorpion King.
And Doom.
Dude, yeah, but I don't see him still as like intimidating
Anymore.
as someone like Sean Yu. Yeah,
He can't do it anymore because now that we see him, he's
You see Jim Carrey. Do you ever see Jim Carrey and think, oh, he can never do a serious role?
no, because I've seen him do a serious role.
Yes.
I just prefer him as comedic.
I prefer his dramatic shit.
His dramatic shit is good, but when you look at him without getting a taste, you're like, I can't take that guy seriously.
Who?
Jim Carrey or Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Like
What do you mean you can't take him seriously if you don't get a taste? What is that supposed to mean?
Like,
Yeah,
if you just show me the picture and say he's gonna play, just off the head, like he's gonna be playing Thanos. If you look at Jim Carrey, it's like I don't see it, but when you get it, it could be different.
pretty much just looking at it.
You haven't had.
Are you
haven't
talking
seen
like
one.
just seeing like the fucking studio mugshot of him? Are you talking like seeing him in character, like full face makeup?
Yeah.
What are you
full
talking
face
about?
makeup.
Yeah. It's like when people saw Psylocke for the Apocalypse movie, or even Apocalypse.
Psylocke looked good.
Yeah, but people were like, it's not going to work, because Apocalypse and Psylocke don't really look like they're the right fit. But it turned out pretty good.
Fit for what?
They actually thought the designs didn't fit the character. Like, the actors playing the characters didn't fit. It's the same thing like with the Joaquin Phoenix.
First of all, Psylocke's design and the person who played her fit. They fit fucking great. The only thing I have a hang up on about Apocalypse is not the actor, it's the design choice of the costume team, because they made him look like fucking Ivan Ooze.
Yeah, that was what a lot of people said for him.
But it's the same
Yeah,
thing
it's
like
Ivan Ooze.
Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, when people saw the like, when he's actually in the makeup and everything, I was like, But people were like, it's Joaquin Phoenix. I'm willing to give it a try, but I don't have a lot of hope for the Joker movie. And so it's in that kind of situation of, that's how I feel like with a lot of, like, with someone like Dwayne The Rock Johnson playing Sean Yu, that's not confirmed in any way, shape, or form, but seeing that, I'm like, it just doesn't, like, my mind wouldn't take him as threatening or intimidating.
It could be.
I mean, he could, and he could literally pull it out of award, and I would say, I was corrected. I am wrong, and I want to admit I am wrong on this. He can prove that he is threatening to me. But, up to that point, I'm still going to be like, I'd be like, no, I can't. Because he just, every time I've seen him, he's all, like, except for, like, maybe the few times he played a villain, which really Scorpion King, as proved by the other movies, he really isn't a villain. He's
And one of the Fast and Furious movies, he was the villain.
Yeah, but even that, I didn't take him as, like...
wasn't he the FBI guy?
Yeah, he was a villain.
Yeah, he was
the villain.
chasing them down.
He was chasing them down.
The villain.
Yeah.
He was the villain, but then, like, he was the... He wasn't like he was
Doom,
kind of,
he turns into the villain.
Yeah. Doom, he becomes the
yeah, Doom, he becomes a villain. The FBI one, he chases them down until
Is
he
Rock,
joins them.
is Rock in that necessarily a villain, or is he just the antagonist? Because
He becomes the villain because he does kill
Antagonist
off,
and villain kind of get
get
touted
distorted,
hand
but
in
I
hand.
can legitimately see it for Doom because he does kill a bunch of civilians and things.
Because
so he
apparently
does
he's genetically predisposed
But with
to
Need
be
for
evil.
Speed, he is more the antagonist
antagonist,
and
and
less
that's
the
a
villain.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm doing this on the other side of the law, and you're just having...
Okay, what's the difference between villain and antagonist then?
With antagonist-
actively trying to do something evil, whereas antagonist, definition speaking, is just the character in the story who is trying to stop the protagonist from progressing.
Like if you were watching an evil movie, that is you're from the
Shit,
perspective
a locked
of
gate
just,
must be the best antagonist most people can come across.
if you were watching it from the evil side, from their
I mean,
perspective,
that's not
they are
something that's
technically the
actively
protagonist.
trying to stop you from progressing.
It is actively trying to stop you progressing. It's locked.
I mean, it's not moving at all. It's not.
But that's the thing about it. Dwayne Johnson it would be one of those of like,
Wow,
he's
way
a
to be an
villain in
objectist.
Doom, but he's an antagonist in the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
So that's how that's balanced. But
I'm making a joke of it. I guess it's over
I
now.
know, I'm just-
No, it's over now.
But the thing about it for me is just, I can't take him as
Yeah, I can't.
Like,
Yeah, we get
good
it.
one.
You can't take him seriously.
So,
You're like eating up 15 minutes repeating that.
We're trying to take the time.
So I finally found out what game I was talking about earlier with the Vardis and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's this game called Elite Dangerous.
Oh.
And I found an even funnier story.
What happened now?
So.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right. Well,
one of the game's most sort of illustrious players, Commander Malibu, was
Beautiful.
exploring, basically just exploring space. And he lost. He basically ran out of fuel around a sun.
Hey, you start floating there?
He starts going into the fucking thing. So he calls out to basically this, I think it's basically a nearby group that has a fairly good standing with everybody, called the Fuel Rats. And basically what happens is that in the middle of them trying to save Commander Malibu, somebody's cat jumped on the keyboard. And I'm pretty sure Commander Malibu's dead.
He just flew into the sun?
Cat's jumping on the keyboard that caused Fuel Rat to ram a client, destroying them both!
Thousands of dollars gone.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
That's good stuff. Also, EVE Online just finished what is kind of their equivalent of a world war.
Oh, it's finally over.
Yeah.
Billions of dollars.
Did anime win, or did they change the war? Because I remember the original war was about anime, and then it
just
slowly more and more clans started to get involved.
I mean, it's really at the end point, it was really just
war for the sake of war.
just two sides against each other.
And billions of dollars gone.
Billions of dollars. Global politics.
Apparently, this was like going on for years at this point.
There was betrayal. This was the Game of Thrones.
Well, I mean, it's EVE Online. I legitimately believe it's
there was actually legitimate betrayals. There was turning over of entire space stations. There was theft of actual money.
You ever think we take video games too seriously?
EVE Online is taken as one of the most serious.
One of the most major players in EVE Online doesn't actually even play the game.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just want to be.
He has so much information and so much political pull in the game.
He doesn't have to play.
He attends all the conventions, but he does not actually play, and he's able to broker deals and alliances just on his own words.
I just want to be one of those guys that uses anger to summon like weird space demons.
Why do we gotta make
space demons? You can't afford space demons. You have to write this financial program.
Oh, there was the guy. There was the one guy who scammed.
Oh, the one who bought the massive ships that come get me.
That one, and I was talking about the other one that kept borrowing ships from everybody, and eventually made off with a $42,000 ship.
I just imagine like the first. If I ever play EVE Online, the first time someone hands me a form that they say you have to fill this out, I'm just gonna be like,
so
this is why people go play Overwatch.
2 minutes, because legitimately, as most people, if you ever look up an image of EVE Online, it's not actual playing. It's just marketing, it's money trading, it's everything
information
else.
brokering.
You don't do anything when it comes to actually flying the ships, mining, or anything.
I just want to play a fun game.
Yeah, no. EVE Online is not for you.
It is not.
Yeah! So now that we've depressed Pat with video games, I think we're going to call it
like, who's the fucking real-world Ned Flanders that's like,
wearing nothing at all.
I want to fill out paperwork, but in space!
Nothing at all.
Apparently a lot of people.
Nothing at all.